far. Guess what? I say you should guess what? If I tell you the person I have on my table today, Kai, this person is fine, is handsome, is dashing. No. This one is, I'm not whining, I'm not capping. This is me being real. It says okay. Do you know I literally almost said he's a stand-up comedian, but of course I think he actually gave us that a bit, and I definitely can't wait for him to give us that all-round gossip. But I have no other person here than Mceepraise. Hello, my bestie. Hey,
I'm so pleased to be here.
how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing very good.
See, honestly, I hope you're told this morning, like when you look at yourself in the mirror, I hope somebody reminded you that you're looking very handsome. Are you sure you didn't bargain with God when you are sharing handsomeness that okay, you have to give me extra because I'm going into the world to, help some people out? Mceepraise. I would like to know who Mceepraise is. How did you get into the whole MC world?
Ooh.
I'd like this one on the whole. The gist. Give us that.
It's a long story.
So
you were saying something that a stand-up comedian. No, I'm not a stand-up comedian.
I know that for sure.
I started as a comedian in 2016 in church or in school. So I had this fellowship, Winners Campus Fellowship at Adekunle Ajashin University, Akungba Akoko. And there was this talent hunt, and I decided to say, okay, I'm funny, I have materials, let me try it out.
So that means before that time, when you speak to your friends and all of that, there's always this, Bobo, you funny, yo.
That was like my first time trying to do a stand-up comedy.
Okay.
I've been trying to do birthday parties, trying to help people with jokes, just say something and say, you guy, you're funny, you're a comedian.
Oh, okay.
So I think that got over my head, and I said, I'm a comedian, let me try it.
Oh yeah, now.
So I went there, did my thing. Nobody laughed. I think one person laughed.
Oh, shit.
And the kind of joke I had then was the joke that you will not get. It's when you want to bait the next day, and you just remember and say, "Oh, this is kind of joke this guy was talking about."
Oh my god!
So I remember the next day? A lady came to me and said, "I was just understanding your joke when I wanted to." Take my bath. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't laugh. You don't need it. So I was not funny. I was passing through a lot of things. Then, in fact, to be very honest, I think I was close to being depressed, or maybe I was just being silent.
My God.
So there was nothing. I had trauma issues at home. So I was just being myself, kept it journey. So that time I stopped anything relating to being an MC or comedian. I said I'm not going to be doing. Nobody should call me Mceepraise again. My name is Praise. So fast forward to I still have opportunity. I still jump at opportunities. Maybe you want to show yourself. I had learned spoken words then. I learned Uriki.
You did spoken words.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I had a lot of materials then. So I was just jumping at varieties, jump from one fellowship to the other, go to this and that. So I just knew I had something in me and I needed to push out. So 2 years later, I was in my third year and CWES or IT. So in Akure, I had to move to Federal University of Technology, Akure Futa, and met a different audience. So the fellowship, I've always been a church boy right from time.
I love it.
Yeah, so I went to church, saw a friend of mine, shout out to Dario, Jesus Boy. So he wanted to do his album launch. He's a spoken word artist. So I went to him and said, bro, I want to host your event. I'm funny.
Wow.
And he said, you are funny. He just looked at me like, okay, give me your IG hand. So I gave him my IG hand. There was nothing there. To be very fair, there was nothing there. So he paired me with a lady that was doing very well. So I think he just used that to encourage me. Like, make I not just push this guy away. So he paired me with a lady that was doing very well. And the same joke that was not funny 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I did the same joke and gosh,
it was funny.
It wasn't only funny. It's something different than funny. Maybe hilarious. People laughed.
Oh, wow.
Some of the materials were not mine, but the fact that I could make people laugh, it was so healing. I left stage, went to the back of the church to cry. That I can be this funny? Like, are you serious? So I feel like that was a place where I felt really, really loved. Shout out to people in Winners Campus Fellowship, Winners Futa. Those people made me feel very loved. It was so different. So I got my first wedding gig from there.
Wow.
The photographer was just there and came to meet me and say, Mr. John, I can still remember. I still have his number. I will still talk and say, he said, "Bro, you are funny. I have a wedding coming up. I want you to be the
Aw.
MC." I said, "Oh." He said, "Give me your number." So I gave him my number, and I forgot about it. So I think months later, he just called me and said, "Hello, can you remember? You know he's talking?" I said, "I don't know who's talking." He said, "The photographer at the event that collected your number." I said, "I wanted to do a wedding." And I said, "Oh, I think I remember." He said, "The wedding is this Saturday." Ah. This Saturday, he said,
Like,
he said, "I told you the date." And I said, I did not even remember that you wanted to do wedding. So he said, "How much do you charge?" I said, "I charge 8K.
it's
It was ridiculous, I know.
Like, bro.
I said 8K because then I told you I was passing through hell. I literally would go to follow bricklayers and serve a whole day. They will give me 1-2. From the 1-2,
Oh
the
my
person that took me
God.
there will collect transport
his
fare
own
like
share.
200. You
Chai.
will eat 200. So once
Kai.
you, I don't know. I think I always come back with 700 every day.
Oh, wow.
So 8K was a big deal for me then.
I feel you.
I go to events as a waiter, and we were paying 700 naira then.
Whoa.
So your tea fare will, I think we'll come over with 400 naira.
Kai.
So 8K was like
Big deal. I feel
was
you.
like a big deal.
I
So
feel
for
you.
at least for a first gig, and the guy said, "No, I don't have 8K. I have 5K." I said, "Okay, no, I will come." So I always envisioned myself. I always envisioned myself that I wore agbada, and I had people following me to events, and people opening doors for me. I saw myself in a big stage. So my first gig, I sealed one agbada. So I went there, did the same joke that the guy saw me, because that was what drew his attention.
Yeah.
I did the same joke. People laughed. It was quite very funny. People laughed. So that was, as at that time, the only people doing wedding MC were radio presenters and stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
There's nothing like professional MCs
yeah.
who are doing. I'm talking about 6-7 years ago. So yeah, I think maybe some MCs will have started, but it was not a team. Then it was radio present. So I started like a radio presenting something, put my joke, put my pigeon, just did everything. But I feel very impressed. I was able to do this. This was it's even easy. So I did the joke, did everything, and from there, I think I got the next gig. I got the next gig from there, and then the next person came. I told the person, "I'm going to be doing 10K." The person said 8K. Okay, no problems. And that was how we started. That was how it started. And since then, it's been 8 years.
See you now. Come on.
You need to see my true back.
I can't wait. So how did you transcend into just being fully a professional MC?
Yeah, the thing is, we don't even need to go to the end of the show. So sometimes you will need to know your strength as you grow. You can just start anything. When you start anything like a business, you need to know where the market demand is. You need to know your strength, and your strength is what you should just focus on. And people pay you.
Yeah.
People pay me more for being an MC than being a comedian. My comedy jokes, they don't pay us. We just always want to appear on stage as a comedian. They don't pay. Now they can pay comedians. We don't pay comedians. Then everybody just wants that exposure. So I was not paid, and I think I just believe that. And every time I host event, people come and say, "Guy, you're very good. You should be doing works for the likes of celebrities. You should be hosting event for companies." So I just said, "Okay, this is what I just want to be doing." And there was an invisible competition then. Comedians were coming. Everybody came with their original jokes and everything. And I was not coming with my jokes. I was just being spontaneous. And I feel like this is nothing for me. So I had to start my work as an MC full-time.